Okay, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Hope you saw part 8, Pastor Floyd. I don't know if we're going to be going with Pastor Floyd. That's his name. But based on the actions, one might consider Pastor Foolishness. Pastor Fool. I thought pastors were supposed to be like a man of peace. You know what I'm saying? So let's understand this. They were in the bar and they were saying there's been a fight, not there's been like, I guess, more verbal a disagreement about religion. Okay. So she and a man having a conversation. Then I guess at some point it's the two of them. And did you hear the part where it says about the man got in between them? And what happened? It sounds like there was maybe a laying on of hands, but fist style.
Of what happened the night Pastor Floyd was shot to death. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. WREG has viewed the video provided to us by the attorneys of the woman charged with shooting Floyd. We have carefully considered the weight of what's shown and the sensitivity to all involved in this tragedy. But we also believe it's an important part of the story.
It's a very important part because to me it looks like self-defense all around.
Here's WREG investigator April Thompson.
Plenty of speculation surrounding the shooting of Pastor Ricky Floyd outside Mama's Bar and Kitchen March 12th. Phone video captured what appears to be some of the final moments of Pastor Floyd's life. It shows the Tahoe truck he is in putting on brakes, Pastor Floyd getting out, walking toward the person.
Now stop and think. They already said a man had gotten in between the lady who I see as a victim, had gotten in between. He's already, knocked. They've had altercation. So a man got in between Pastor Floyd and the lady, and that man ended up getting some hands on him, and he hit his head and went down to the ground. Okay. Then Pastor Floyd drives away, and maybe she was going to press charges. So he then, gotta say allegedly, and you can see on the video, gets out of the vehicle and he's walking. To me, he looks angry and yes, aggressive toward that woman. Did you not hear what she said? Telling him to stay back. Still aggressively coming. He's already, as they said, gone through the man to get to her. I think he really wanted to I think it looks to me as if he may have wanted to really get to this woman, and he finally did. But guess what? He ended up getting got instead.
In the video, as they yell to back up.
So she's telling him to back up. Do you not see, fool, man, that she has a gun? Sorry, that she has a gun? He's still coming, all big and angry. Don't forget. Let it play. Here we go.
I'm backing back 3 times now. When I do that,
he's still coming. He's still coming.
Back up.
Then the video drops out. WREG sat down with the attorneys.
So she's saying back up. Big boy still coming. What was it? What did you have at that restaurant? Is this indicative behavior? This is the pastor now, not the street baller or bully. This is pastor. Huh. You heard her say back up.
Floyd getting out, walking towards the person shooting.
So if he had kept those little dust boots, kept his little feet, kept himself in that vehicle, he might be here today. You're not bulletproof.
Yo, as they yell to back up.
I'm backing back 3 times.
Oh
now.
my
when
gosh.
I do that,
He's still coming. She's saying backing up 3 times. He's still coming. And yes, he does look angry when I look close up. He looks very angry. What was you supposed to do? You already saw him hit the other dude that's sitting between them. We're supposed to maybe just wait for her beat down to come. He was in a safety zone in his vehicle driving away.
Back up.
Oh my gosh.
Then the video drops out. WREG sat down with the attorneys for Samantha Marion, charged with shooting Pastor Floyd to death.
Woman.
They say the video speaks for itself.
The video does not capture the gunfire that would have taken place probably maybe 3 or 4 seconds later, but it clearly shows him approaching her aggressively.
He was in the safety zone. But instead, he chose to do what?
That would have taken place probably maybe 3 or 4 seconds later. But it clearly shows him approaching her aggressively after being told several times to stop and that he should not be, walking up on her like that.
Keith Perry says his client, Samantha Marion, was behind the camera shooting the video, and it came after Marion and a man she had met that night got into a heated religion discussion with Pastor Floyd inside.
So the three of them, a man, her, and Pastor Floyd got into a heated discussion about religion.
At the bar. Perry says when everyone was leaving, Pastor Floyd walked toward Marion, and the man got between them.
He stands in front of Reverend Floyd. He's knocked to the ground by Reverend Floyd.
Sounds like me, he was intent on putting hands on a woman. That's what it sounds like to me. And if you do that in the bar, that tells me a whole lot about your personal life. I don't give a darn what you say. If it sounds like to me, he's intent on going toward that woman. So they get into it. The man sees this getting heated and steps in between. I guess trying to protect the woman. But what does pastor do? Are those loving hands of a preacher? Knocks the man down to the ground. Wow, really now? Is that a man of peace?
Leaving, Pastor Floyd walked toward Marion, and the man got between them.
He stands in front of Reverend Floyd. He's knocked to the ground by Reverend Floyd, and when he does, the back of his head hits the pavement, and he becomes a little stunned or dazed.
So how did the back of the man's head hit the pavement? By Pastor Floyd? That's how the man head hit the pavement. So what was she supposed to do? She's already seen, think about it. She did what I think any reasonable person would have done. She's already seen big Pastor Floyd, bigger than her, stronger, and angry too, how it seems. She's already seen him knock the other man down to the ground. What was she supposed to do? Just stand and wait her turn? Because let me guess, the world revolves around Pastor Floyd. He can do no wrong, y'all. Looks like to me, Pastor Floyd did some wrong, and now you're gone.
Reverend Floyd. He's knocked to the ground by Reverend Floyd, and when he does, the back of his head hits the pavement, and he becomes a little stunned or dazed. Reverend Floyd then takes the telephone of Miss Marion, and he throws it to the ground, and he hurled a couple of insults or what have you.
So what was she supposed to do? He's already knocked a man to the ground. Now he snatches her telephone, throws it to the ground, hurling slurs at her. Not words of peace.
Under dazed, Reverend Floyd then takes the telephone of Miss Marion, and he throws it to the ground, and he hurled a couple of insults or what have you, and then starts to walk off.
That's when he says Samantha Marion picks up her phone and starts videoing the license plate of the truck, since she had never met Floyd before. That's where the video picks up.
Whatever triggered him, he was upset with Mrs. Marion.
Yes, it's very obvious he was upset with Mrs. Marion, and that's why I think that happened. What was she supposed to do? She's seen him already put a dude down on the ground. Put hands on this dude. Now the man hits his head on the pavement. She's seen that. What the heck was she supposed to do? He should have kept his butt in his truck. One last time.
Outside Mama's Bar and Kitchen, March 12th. Phone video captured what appears to be some of the final moments of Pastor Floyd's life. It shows the Tahoe truck he is in putting on brakes, Pastor Floyd getting out, walking toward the person shooting the video as they yell to back up.
I'm backing back 3 times now. When I do that, you know.
She's still coming.
Back the up.
Hold on. Did you hear somebody in the back holler like, don't hurt her? Hold on. Did you hear that?
Shooting the video as they yell to back up.
I'm backing back 3 times now. When I do that, you know.
You hear somebody saying, don't hurt her, please. Why? He's not walking all happy and friendly. You can look at his face and see he's angry.
Back the up.
Then the video.
And he still came. She's giving you the warning to back up. Still coming. Why would you do that? You want to teach her a lesson? This tells me a whole lot about his personal life. I don't give a darn if we can agree to disagree. This tells to me, it wouldn't surprise me there could be some DV, but you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if it could be, but I get it because he's the pastor. Then, of course, that might be kept quiet. What kind of man does this? So she's already seen him hit another man. The man doesn't say, allegedly hit his head, so they say, based on the reporting. She's seen that. What was she supposed to do? He's already grabbed a phone or yelled some words at her, not loving words. And he gets out the truck looking angry and aggressive. What was she supposed to do? Maybe because he's a pastor, just wait her turn, wait for her beat down, wait for her knocked down. What the heck is what she's supposed to do? You got what you got. Because you don't know how to act. Oh, pastor. I don't know now if you should be known as Pastor Floyd or Pastor Fool. This was a foolish decision. Were you not man enough to walk away, or maybe your anger got the best of you? You know, they say anger is one little away from danger. Already I put hands on a man and stood in between. I guess it was her part. Maybe it's her turn on. Maybe just wait and see what he gonna do. And then I heard the part about the family spokesperson, their first time seeing the video. This woman did. The police report doesn't appear to be accurate.
Only one piece of video from that night, and it does not include what police have described as Pastor Floyd holding his hands up and walking backwards away from Marion.
Where did that come from? Is someone telling an untruth for the pastor? Because I'm going to believe the video that opposed to the police report. He was as he backs away, he's falling to the ground. Who began walking backwards away from her? No, the video that we saw was him walking to her. The video shows him walking to her, but the report says he begins walking backwards away from her. Not from what I saw, and I'm going to believe it. They say my lying eyes. Whoever wants this report, they need to go back and do some checking on this person, because walking backwards away from her and seeing falling to the ground. No, he was coming to her. Well, where's the camera? Does the business have a camera? You got to be kidding me. This is all, to me, this has the element of self-defense.
Falling to the ground. Out of respect for Pastor Floyd's family, WREG reached out to a family spokesperson and shared the video. It was their first time seeing it.
At this difficult time, we're just totally focused on prayer and maintaining our faith in the justice system.
And are y'all focused on what the video showed you about him being the aggressor? Obviously more than once, and already put hands on one man. That man falls, goes to the ground. Are we really serious? Focused on prayer.
Trust that it will fulfill its purpose.
And I trust the justice system will fulfill its purpose and release that woman. Zero bail. Let me guess, because he holds the title of pastor. What kind? To me, that night it wasn't Pastor Floyd, unless Pastor Floyd turned into Pastor Fool. Walk away. I already put hands on another man who stood in between. And so that tells me, for the man that tried to step in between the two of them as it was obviously getting aggressive, this lets me know him getting out that vehicle. Oh, him coming toward her. Let's not pretend he was coming toward her to, I'm gonna welcome you to the arms of the Lord. No, I think my opinion is that he was gonna go ahead and show her that day how he rolled, and you done rolled up out of here. And he's the one that did the eulogy for the cussing pastor, as I understand. I guess birds of a feather sometimes flock together. Let me know what you all think. What the heck would you have done? Male or female? You done already seen him. One man, they said, stood in between. You saw it happen to him. So what, wait your turn for a beat down? She did the same thing anybody would do. And I would have done the same thing too. You're not going to sit up here and put your hands on me. And I got that thing on me. You can try it if you like. I want to go home tonight. Well, I wouldn't have been out there no way. But anyway, she did the same thing anyone would do. This has all the elements of self-defense. I don't give a darn if he was a pastor. He should have pastored his little feet on home. But see, sometimes when you're mad and you're hot, you don't think, you just do. This here, maybe Pastor should have thought WWJD. What would Jesus do? He wouldn't do what you did. Are you passing out beat down biscuits, Pastor? Now, all Leslie, the good that you've done, this here can overshadow it. This is what happens when you don't think, you just do. And look at the price paid. This here clear to me, I feel is self-defense. Looks like he must have passed down a little beat down biscuit. I said that by hitting that man. And now look, maybe you're gonna go, or maybe you were gonna go for 2-0 that night. Maybe that's what he was gonna do. Gonna go for 2-0 that night. And sadly, going toward that woman in an aggressive, angry, intimidating manner, you lost your life. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys would do. Do you feel it's justified? Man, I see self-defense. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.